Since you've mentioned facial expressions, I've been noticing my furrowed brow constantly. I try to relax my face more, but I'm really struggling and I don't know how to relax it. And the more I think about it, the more my brow furrows. It feels like a spiral, and I'd like maybe a little perspective to help break that. So when we have facial expressions that are really habitual, I also have a like thinking brow. I do, so does Peter. We both have like this thinking brow. I like to call it thinking brow because otherwise it makes me feel like I'm scowling or something. But to break that habit, I actually often will just like, I know that this is like such a silly thing, but like put a piece of tape on my forehead here, just like when I'm hanging out by myself, not when I'm on Zoom, but I'll just like put a piece of tape because I'll hear it when I do it. I'm like, oh, 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 oh. And sometimes it goes like that, like literally like duh, 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 again, 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 again. And so something that will just bring your awareness to it, because if you're not seeing yourself, it's really hard sometimes to track how much you're doing that with your face. But you can undo it. You can undo the habit of like, duh, duh, but you have to pay attention, right? So piece of tape really helps so that you can just like hear the crinkliness of it a little bit, and it's a little uncomfortable, and that'll help break that. And also to know that like it isn't wrong, right? No way that we hold our faces is wrong. It's just whether or not it is reflective of what we want to be reflecting. I'm definitely in the thinking brow camp too, right? And I think that some of us just have that. My mom actually, like, she gets Botox and she's like, that's supposed to make you so you can't do that. She's like, I can still do that. I'm so strong. I can still do that no matter how much Botox they give me, because some of us just have very strong muscles because we've been doing it since we were little, right? And so you can undo the habit by paying more attention to it. But also I just want to bring like awareness to the fact that like my brother doesn't think about that at all. My brother does the same thing with his brow, and he's a lawyer, and he would never in a million years get Botox for that, right? He would never in a million years even be having this conversation. He'd be like, yeah, because I'm serious. I'm thinking, right? And it is a double standard that we have for women, that we shouldn't be doing that. Like we should not be thinking, and we should be thinking. And if we do that with our foreheads when we're thinking, it's actually okay too. So it's just a matter of whether or not it's something you want to be doing or not. But for your own self, I would hold it as like is that something that has been put upon me by society that I shouldn't be doing that? Or is it really truly something that isn't the way when I hold my brow like that, I have an energetic in my face that actually is impacting me, right? Because for me, it really is when I'm thinking, and I don't mind thinking, like, no, that's not a problem for me. It's not a problem for me to be thinking. If it was because I was unhappy, and then I started to just do it all the time, and then it would reflectively make me feel unhappy, then I would definitely be looking at it. And that might be the case for you. So just knowing why and looking at like the standards that we hold, and just like so much bullshit that we put on women that we should like be a certain way or look a certain way, or, and maybe our furrowed brows, our thinking brows are just fine if they reflect what we want to reflect.